Hi there everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultramoon Wi-Fi battle. This is a fun battle I had against the folks over at the YouTube channel, Pokelore, and this is how it went. It was a nice NU battle, so a nice little change for once, and yeah, pretty fun one. My opponent here commented that he loved the look of my team, the Kabutops, etc., and I was quite intrigued by his. So he leads off with the Rock Plant, the Cradilly, the only rock and grass type. Can't help but wonder what Pokemon Sword and Shield will give us. But yes, we just exchange the hazards on the first turn here. Gets up the Stealth Rock while I get up the Sticky Web. Now, not a whole lot that Ariados can do here, so I'm going to switch out into Hitmontop, who does threaten the Cradilly somewhat. But he goes straight for that Toxic. Annoying, but oh well, at least I have a Heal Bella on this team. So, now I can either go for the Hazard Removal or go for pure damage. I think I'm going to go for Hazard Removal, as he switches out into Slowbro, a Pokemon that completely walls my Hitmontop. And Slowbro will be a problem this battle, that thing having Regenerator, being able to switch in and out ever so easily, and recover its HP. So, a little annoying. So I decide here I need to try shutting that thing down. If we can land a Toxic, then its days will be numbered, and we do succeed in doing so, as he just goes straight for the Scald. But considering I'm poisoned, I can't be burned, so that's a good thing for me. So now I'm going to switch out. I don't really want Hitmontop to go down this early in the battle, and I do have something that somewhat counters Slowbro, but the unfortunate thing is Slowbro can just switch away at any time. So in comes Lantern, and I have the Water Absorb ability. Considering I noticed my team had some water weaknesses, I figured having a water immunity would be a good idea. And now I'm free to go for a nice Heal Bell. Get rid of that Toxic. In comes the Rock Plant, perhaps expecting a Scald. Well, no, I doubt he'd expect a Scald, but we do recover that poison. So now I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, which is super effective. Not sure how much damage it'll do, and we see it does pitiful damage, but luckily for us we get the Freeze. So now that my opponent is frozen, we have a nice opportunity to switch in and set up Typhlosion. Typhlosion, best fire starter. So I'm going to go for the Sunny Day, which of course boosts my fire moves by 50% and reduces the damage taken by water moves by 50%. And Cradilly is still frozen. I don't want to go for a fire move because I would thaw that thing, so we will go for our strong fighting move, which does connect, probably thank you to our wide lens item. So nice damage, and now at this range of HP, Fire Blast should easily finish it off. So down goes Cradilly, and in comes Raichu, which no doubt has Fake Out, hoping to waste a turn of my Sun. And we see that is the case. Turn of Sun wasted, but anything he wants to switch in will take heavy damage here, and Raichu does not switch. I'm surprised to see it actually live that, but it switches out anyway, doing a little bit of damage to me. In comes the Slowbro, and unfortunately for me, this is the turn where Sun runs out. However, not too much Slowbro can do to me, so I'm going to set up the Sun again. And this will allow me to go for the super effective grass move that I have packed in the back. And we see, yes, he does go for Scald, but its damage is halved thanks to the sunlight. It's a shame my fire move won't be too effective here, because I have now activated my Blaze ability when my health is so low. I think I prefer Blaze over, what's the other ability? It's got Flash Fire, because you can guarantee Blaze will be useful at some point in the battle, whereas Flash Fire all depends on if you get hit by a fire move. But unfortunately, Typhlosion does nice damage, but goes down. Slowbro is on its last legs there, so it's either going to switch out or let Tauros set up. He does switch out, which is great for me, and I'm able to work up with my Tauros. Now, Weezing is a bit of a physical wall, but Tauros is power. The best competitive Pokemon from Generation 1 besides Mewtwo, with a Work Up and a Body Slam that we got from Generation 1, we do heavy damage. But unfortunately he does land the burn. So now my options are go for my special fire move. Because Worker boosts your special and physical attack, I figured having Fire Blast on there would be a good idea, because it also gets the boosts from Life Orb and Sheer Force. And considering Tauros ain't that great against Steel types, that would catch a lot of people by surprise. And Wheezing does go down. In comes the Slowbro, just wanting to get some HP back, as it instantly switches out and allows Raichu to go down. I decided to stay in here and see how much damage I can do, but as Slowbro is recovering more and more health, it's clear that my damage output, while I'm burned, is simply not going to be sufficient. So let's see how much we can do, because I don't think Slowbro is going to be able to hurt me too much. But he actually goes for the Future Sight, which is interesting. But now, another Body Slam won't kill, and I'm going to take lots of damage, so yes, let's switch out and go into Lantern. Considering how fast Tauros is, if we were able to cure that burn, then there won't be a problem. As we get another nice Water Absorb there. So we go for the Heal Bell and get rid of the burn on Tauros, and Slowbro reveals Grass Knot. But, given our comparative weights, that does not do a whole lot of damage to me. The Future Sight comes in now and takes a nice chunk, but it seems that even another Future Sight won't be able to finish me off. At the rage Slowbro is at now, I know it's going to switch out, not wanting to die this early. So let's go for some nice damage. We go for the Thunderbolt, but not too much damage on Tongue Daddy there. Now, Tongue Daddies tend to be physical attackers, so let's see if we can get a burn off on it. We go for the Scald, does very little damage and unfortunately no burn. And damn, we see our opponent is setting up with Sword Dance. Sword Dance is gonna be a problem. If it goes for another one, there ain't a whole lot I can do here. So I've just got to keep scolding and hoping I get the burn. As he is not really lucky, he goes for the Earthquake and finishes me off quite easily. However, now that Tauros has been healed, I'm pretty sure that a Body Slam will be able to take it out. But I actually decide to switch into Hitmontop, knowing that I can Intimidate and go for a close combat if I need to. I know he may switch into the Slowbro, but I should do some nice damage anyway. And Tongue Daddy goes down. I was very worried there, but me going for the close combat paid off, as out comes Slowbro. Its health is not great, so maybe it'll switch again. I'll go for the Stone move, which does very pitiful damage. I'm quite surprised Hitmontop. Out comes the Scald, and it does burn me, doing tons of damage in the process as well. But thanks to our leftovers, we are just able to survive. However, Hitmontop has certainly done its job now, and I know his last Pokemon is Magmortar, so let's go for our Rock move. Can we connect? Speed lowered in the Sticky Web, and we do connect the Stone Edge, but with our burn, it's not doing a whole lot. However, I am pleased with the amount of damage that it did. I will allow Hitmontop to go down here. Out comes the Thunderbolt. Interesting move to see on a Magmortar. They are not Pokemon I commonly encounter, so I'm not 100% sure on what they normally run. But now this allows me to bring in Tauros, who I know will outspeed, and we'll go for a plain old Life Orb boosted Earthquake. And that is easily enough to take out the red hot lumps. And Tauros MVP of the battle. Absolutely great in Generation 1, and kicking ass in the this is NU tier in Generation 7. Body Slam is not enough to finish it off, but it did decent damage, and luckily for me we don't get the burn, which allows us to finish off Slowbro and win the game. So yes, a good battle against the folks at Pokelore. They stream every week on Pokemon. I highly recommend you check out their channel. If you like battling, you can easily challenge them. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.